Right then, Sparkz, take it away.
Hey, I'm here with Head Lopper and
No,
the
I'm Ryan.
Island or Plague of Beasts by Andrew MacLean.
We're just going to pass by that.
No, it's fine. It wasn't good.
And I thought this was really great. What'd you guys think?
I like this book so much. I got Mike Mignola vibes out the ass. Like Hellboy vibes, but like much more fantasy. Not that Hellboy is a fantasy, but
Right.
straight fantasy.
Yeah.
Did you read? So I read this in issue format because I was reading on the website we normally use, and the back of the issue says if Mike Mignola drew such and such with such and such, and I'm like, that's definitely the kind
it's
of
like if
the kind of
Mignola
book
did Dungeons and
Can,
Dragons.
can I real quick share with you the about the creator at the end of this
It's
book?
amazing. It's so good.
About the creator. The ghost of Andrew MacLean haunts a Civil War-era ammunition bunker dug into the cliff along the stony beach of Winter Island in Salem, Massachusetts. The hovel is shared with an as-yet unnamed silverfish, the bones of a long-dead witches, and his beloved wife Erin. When not writing and drawing comics, he sets ghost fires alight in the bay to mock lighthouses, guiding unsuspecting sailors astray, dooming them to wreck upon the treacherous shallows of Salem Harbor,
Holy
a
shit.
fate he himself once endured. Other works by MacLean are Apocalyptic Girl.
That Apocalyptic Girl looks awesome, by
Yeah,
the way.
yeah.
So you read the trade, which
did.
you got actually a lot more extra material than I would have gotten because I guess reading the last issue. So the book came out quarterly, not monthly.
That explains
Right.
why it's so freaking big.
Yeah, so it came out quarterly, and there are things in the trade that he included that were never printed in the quarterly books.
Did you get to the epilogue?
Gotcha.
Which point? What was the epilogue?
It's a chapter called Epilogue, and it's about
The female
Zanita,
warrior,
whatever her name is.
Zania.
Yeah.
She takes out that essentially all those clergymen.
she killed.
Were-
I don't have that.
Okay,
That's
so
an awesome
in the
epilogue.
epilogue, which I'll let you check out after,
Yeah.
she takes out all of the clergymen, and the way she does it is a little spoilery. She comes in and she poisons them, so they think that they're attacking a demon, and they're all just killing each other. And,
It's Old Man Logan.
And anyway, she reveals that she's
By
on
the way,
her
love
own.
maps.
I said the exact same thing.
She's on her own adventure and she's having trouble getting payment to go on the ship. So Norgal, the head lopper, he comes up and he buys the whole ship, the captain and the crew, and they're headed to it's the title of the next volume.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It's like the Blood Tower or something. The Red Tower. And that's where they're going, and so it's a setup for the next volume. But anyway, Head Lopper is the story of Norgal.
He's the son of the Minotaur, the executioner.
Son of the Minotaur, the Executioner, and he's known as those many titles. He's like, it's just Norgal.
Hey, by the way, I love the flashbacks that you don't know are flashbacks until it's until the reveal.
The reveal of it being about Lolak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah.
I love how everyone calls him. You're the headlopper, aren't you? He's like, it's Norgal.
Call me
Yeah.
And he's just so smooth. He's like, just call me normal.
He is constantly carrying with him the decapitated head of Agatha, the Blue Witch.
Now, what other...
Always referenced as Agatha, the Blue Witch.
As I was reading, it's like, man, I feel like I just did something recently where I was killing mythological beasts with a head attached to my waist. Wait a minute, God of War. Wait a minute.
Wait, I was doing this once before.
What's up?
And so he gets hired to kill the
The sorcerers of the bog?
Yeah,
Black Bog?
the Black Bog sorcerer known as Bara.
Yeah.
Which is also the name of the island.
Yes.
He was confined there by Verona, who
Like the
Norgal
good
at least
god.
references as the person he would bless.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's brought there after he decapitates the sea monster. They send him to go take out the sorcerer, but it's part of this plan where the sorcerer is trying to get Agatha's head.
Yes.
So that he can be free from his prison.
And then there's the king, who's a little boy, because the original
because
king
the
was
original
murdered.
king was murdered by Lolak.
So you have like this 4-year-old boy whose mom is like helping him, and
and
the steward is a bad boy trying to get the throne.
Game of Thrones.
It's Game of Thrones. It's Lord of the Rings. It's like it's all fantasy.
It's God of War.
But the
put
art,
together.
the art is awesome.
Dude, it's
Speaking
great.
of something that doesn't take itself too seriously,
Oh yes.
this one's a lot of fun.
Lot of
I had a
fun.
great. So it's also really brisk. So I'm looking at this trade. This is a large trade for only 4 issues.
Yeah.
And these books came out quarterly.
Yeah,
They're
each
4 quarters in a
issue
year.
is like 2 chapters, so it's basically like 2 issues in an issue.
Yeah. So
There's actually only 6 chapters.
Oh,
So it's the 3 issues after the first one were 2.
oh, okay.
so
It's a big book.
yeah, we so I was really surprised reading this, and I was like, the first issue is 94 pages.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, this is gonna take me a while.
It's
and
a lot of
really brisk.
It's a lot of art telling the story rather
Yeah.
than dialogue telling the story,
Much like
which is
Romano.
wonderful.
when
Looks great.
when he's fighting the ghosts and the giants
Yes.
is awesome.
Yes,
Yeah.
he has this. How far did you get, Ben?
I don't even remember, dude.
That's okay.
I tried.
Yeah,
I really
I know you
tried.
did. I know
I
you
was reading it. I fell asleep. I tried reading it again this morning because I had to wake up early to go get stuff at the old house, and I fell asleep again.
It's okay.
And then it's like, shit, I gotta get my stuff done now, and I can't read this. Damn.
Yeah.
What I can remember is he goes to the blacksmith, and the blacksmith is an old
Oren?
friend.
Oh yeah, the old friend. Yeah.
And one of my scenes I actually liked was they're talking to these clergy guys, and they're like, "Where's my payment?" He's like, "Well, we're hoping you would do this out of charity." He takes the cross off his
Yeah,
neck.
because we are but humble clergymen. He's like humble.
Yeah.
And he takes the
He takes it. And
necklace
he's
right
like,
off of him.
he's like all like bitching about. It. He's like, "There's a thief," and he's like, "I don't freaking care, dude." And also Agatha was like, I did get some Amir vibes, but I didn't realize it until Ryan said about God of War, because she was just like, man, like when he dunks her head inside the water just to shut her up so he can talk to the blacksmith.
He's constantly just throwing her around, just because like, just shut up! Oh my god!
Yeah.
And he keeps one of the things I like is at the end when it's like when he throws the steward into the throne room and she said, "What is this? Why'd you bring me his head?" It's like, you asked for the head that was causing you all the problems.
Yeah.
There it is.
Right.
I thought that's great.
Yeah, and it's like he's been doing it for a long time, and he hands her the crown too.
The crown of her dead husband, and
Yes.
it's like, whoa.
I thought that was really good.
That whole flashback about King Aaron was really cool.
Yes,
Yeah.
all of it's so good when he when he's fighting the ghost.
The reveal that it is King Aaron.
Obviously,
you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
obviously, one of Ryan and I were talking about earlier. For me, one of the highlights is the moment where he is fighting the ghosts, and they have him pinned up against the tombstone. He's like, "Agatha, use your magic," and she's like, "Only if you say magic's greater than steel." And he's like, "Magic's greater than
What?
steel." She's like, "What? Magic is greater than steel." And then it just holds on a few panels, and she's doing nothing. He's like, "Agatha," and she's like, "Why would I help you? You killed me."
No,
It's such a good moment.
there's one use of the F-bomb in that joke. And like,
Uh-huh.
throughout the
It's
entire
right there,
book,
yeah.
she calls him a mother effer, and I'm like, that's real good.
Yeah.
This book has a lot of really modern comedy, which is real silly. Like
It does.
I have a couple pictures that I'm like, so they're like in this enchanted bog, and the rocks talk. And Nargle is like, "I do not begrudge the stone, Agatha. I begrudge whatever magic allows it to speak." And it's
The rock just goes,
jerk.
Yeah.
The rock just jerk.
There's a river where there's a ferryman, and the headlopper's just killing a bunch of ghosts in the river, and the ferryman's like, they deserve both your pity and your respect. Both of them have been where you are.
Oh my god, I love this. And he accidentally lops one of their
Yeah.
heads off.
And he's
just-
like, "I'm sorry," and the skeleton puts his head back down and goes, "No biggie."
it was
This
so
is,
funny.
No, one of the panels I do remember reading before I fell asleep was Norgal takes Agatha's head out of the barrel of water, and she just goes, "Wee!"
Oh yeah, like she's having a good time. The last thing that I thought was pretty funny near the end. It's like, "Demon, speak. What would you have of me? Name it, and it's yours. I only ask that you spare my life." And he's like, "The keys." And he's like, "Yep, sure. Here you go. Here, have a good time. Bye." And it's just like very just like modern little silly moments. Yeah, this book was a whole lot of fun. I really am excited to read more.
I love the design of the scorpion monster that he fights.
Yeah.
When it's got
When we
that like
first see it.
freaky face that's just coming towards him, and then it's on the tail.
two witches, and one of them is like a druggie. It's like, "You smoked all of our dust, so you gotta take this human gold."
Man coin.
Man
Now we
coin.
need man coin because you smoked all our precious dust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's
so
super
weird.
silly, dude. This book is a lot of fun. It looks great. Really well designed.
Definitely check this one out if you haven't.
Yeah, the art is incredible by
The action's-
Mike Spicer.
Yeah, the action is really great. Like it's very cartoony, and again, if you know what Mike Mignola's Hellboy art looks like, it's similar to that, but the faces are a little more detailed.
It also reminds me of not 100% this,
Yeah.
but a little bit of Samurai Jack.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can totally see that.
Especially
yeah.
with like the swordplay and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, this one was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I love Norgal. He doesn't stop or take BS for anything, and he just he hates having to listen to that witch.
But
And
he
when
has
she's
to.
telling that whole story, and he's like, "Good lord."
Yeah.
He's just like, shut up,
Puts
shut
the
up, shut
helmet
up, shut
on.
up, shut
Like
up.
she's too like she can't die, right?
Yeah,
And she's
exactly.
too powerful to leave anymore, so he
When
he feels burdened to carry her.
When she eats the leprechaun and it just comes out of her
Oh, yeah.
decapitated
Yes,
throat.
yes. He's like, "What happened to him?" And she's like, "I ate him," and then she pulls him out of the bottom of her throat.
It's so weird. It's a good one. Anything more you guys wanted to add, or
Man, no, read this all in one sitting, and it was like a nice, enjoyable, like, it's like, oh, it's like the whole journey, like all the chapters.
Yes, I do like that this is this is a series, and yet this story of his trial here on Bara is just this book.
Yeah.
And then the next book is a different adventure, and the only thing that's really carrying over is the fact that Norgal is going, and he has Agatha with him still, and the woman warrior who survived, but that other than that, this main story here was all told here.
Yeah.
And I like that a lot. I like that idea of like these adventures on his way.
Alrighty then.
Highly recommend.
Highly recommend, definitely.
Yeah.